Hello all and welcome to a much delayed crafting adventure where today we are going to be making some Japanese chocolate snacks. Now in the past we've had some bad luck with some of the jelly or gummy sweets, whatever you want to call them, but the original snack, the ki no ko no yama, are delicious, and therefore I feel this should also be magical. Now the box has already been opened just to save some time. Plop. And as you can see, we got ourselves a lovely chocolate mold, some little biscuit sticks, and some different chocolate or frosting pots to make these with. So okay, just a quick look. The original snack, the ki no ko no yama, is like a little mushroom thing here with a chocolate cap on a small biscuit stick. And you know, they're quite light, they're quite small, and pretty good all round. So looking at what we have to do here, alright, so we're gonna have to give the mold a wash, put the chocolate into some warm water to liquefy it, add it to the molds, pop the biscuits in, and then leave it to dry. Well, that seems straightforward enough. So we need some 50-degree water. So we're going to boil up a bit, add some cold to cool it down, and we need to wash the mold. I'll be back when all that has been arranged. Our mold has been washed and the front piece has been dried. It's very important to make sure you don't have any water left in any of the molds, because that will affect the chocolate. Now there is some water that you may be able to see on here, but that's on the other side, so shouldn't cause too much of an issue. Also, I have added the little pens here to this bowl of hot-ish water. Half of this was boiled and then topped up with some cold water just to make sure it's not too hot. We don't want to cook the chocolate, we merely want to liquefy it. So we're going to leave that for a few minutes, and then we're going to start popping it into the molds. One thing I've always wondered about these kits is these biscuit pieces are very nicely done, but you can never actually buy them separately. So once you've used them once, either you have to make your own or you can just have the chocolate toppings. I suppose you could use this as a sort of ice tray if you wanted, but it does feel a bit thin for that. Anyhows, I'll be back in a few moments once these are ready to pour. It's only been about 2 minutes, but the pens seem ready to go. So our goal today is to try and see if we can make all these designs shown on the box here, which does mean we're going to have to layer the chocolate as best we can, and that is going to be entirely impossible. However, we're going to give it a go and see how it turns out. So all of these seem to start with the brown chocolate here, so we're going to take that out. I've got some kitchen paper just to dry it off. As I said, you don't want to get any water in your old chocolate. And then cut the end off with some scissors. Alright, and now we're going to squirt our chocolate into the mold. So the first one we want is this 4-piece one here in the corner. Okay, now I am quite curious just to see how much chocolate they give you, because in these kits they tend to give you the bare minimum. So hopefully there's enough to do all of these. Next we want this big sort of umbrella one. Just put a square in there. Is that enough? A bit more. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. What else do we need? This one is supposed to be all chocolate, and so is this one, but I don't think there's enough. So we'll go for the big one, because hopefully there'll be enough chocolate for that. We may have to do some white chocolate changes, but alright, wasn't paying attention and went in the wrong one, but that's not the end of the world. Squeeze that out. Okay, right, let's just clean that up a bit. Lovely. Alrighty, next we want the white. So as before, give it a bit of a dry. Wow. I don't think the water has to be as hot as I used it. This stuff seems to liquefy at a much lower temperature than I had originally thought. So, okay, right, let's put some of the white chocolate in here. I'm hoping the chocolates don't mix and more just sort of create layers. All right. We didn't have enough chocolate to do the letters on this one. Let's do the umbrella. Because I realised that was supposed to be brown. Oh, it's a lovely noise. Yeah, most of these pens just seem to be air, which is a bit disappointing. And then we'll put the rest in here. Don't know what this is, but there you go. It's now white chocolate. Anything left can go in the mistake hole. Lovely jubbly. That's 2 done. All right, let's get on to the pink. Alrighty, now as before, let's cut the top off. Hop. And we want the bottom of this one, so it's sort of multicolored. Okay, we want the top of this one. Got to be careful here, don't want to make too much of a mess. We want this one. Oh, running out of pink. And then put a little bit in here. A little bit more in there. A little bit more in here. Boop, 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 boop. All right. And now with all chocolates, give it a tap. Tap, 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 tap. Doing this just lets the air bubbles escape, and as you can see, flattens them out nicely. All right, so next we're going to need some of these biscuits. I should have opened this beforehand. I got a pair of scissors. Cut, 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 cut. All right, let's pop them in. So we want one in here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so the biscuits don't stand up as well as I had hoped. Okay, right. That's fine, that's fine. We want one in here. Trying to be very careful with this. Oh no! We'll fix that one in a moment. One in here. I think this mold isn't really deep enough for this level of biscuit. Well, if these are a little bit on the wonk, it's not the end of the world. Oh dear. Let's put that down into the side. In there. This one will do the same. Put it down in there. No. We're gonna have one wonky mushroom. I wonder, can we get one into the small hole? There you are. Well, there wasn't enough chocolate to do all of them, as we've run out at 6, but there's more than enough biscuits to do more if you supply your own chocolate. And I think if you go to the 100 yen shops in Japan, you can buy these. They won't be Meiji branded, but they are more or less the same thing. All right, so now we've got to wait. How long we got to wait? 30 minutes. All right, so I've got to try and make sure these biscuits stand up as much as possible, but I will be back in about 30 minutes when they should be solidified. Well, I gave these a good hour in the fridge just to make sure they are, well, as hard as they can possibly be. Also, after a couple of minutes, I did re-stand up the little sticks to make sure they all came out as, well, as they're supposed to. So, okay, it's time to take a look. So first of all, we'll start with this lovely white one here. Does it come out? Perfect. And we have this lovely bamboo shoot white chocolate with a biscuit stick. We are going to eat these in a moment. I just want to see what they look like first. All right, next let's do the mushroom. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, very nice. You can see the stick through the top there, but it's a good shape. It's a good shape. Can't remember what this one was. Oh, the white chocolate, strawberry chocolate mix umbrella. And this was the large one. We got some chocolate balls with a strawberry base. The chocolate did get mixed a little bit there because of the stick, but you know what? That's not the end of the world. This one I believe was all 3 colours. Oof. Oh, look at that. That looks good. A little bit of a rundown there, but if you're careful where you put it in, you can make it. How does that compare to the one on the box? You know what? I think that's not that bad. And finally, the mini bonus one. Yeah, that's really nothing, is it? But overall, I think, you know, this chocolate dries reasonably quickly, keeps the shape nicely, and if you give it a little bit of a tap, once you put it in there, it'll get rid of the bubbles and, well, flatten out the top, so you get a nice flat surface there. Just be careful when you put the chocolate in the mould. Don't put it up to the very brim, because when you put the stick in, it'll overflow and you'll end up with this. But you know what? To punish the overflow here, I'm going to eat this umbrella first. So let's find out, how does a strawberry and white chocolate umbrella taste? You know, I think the strawberry chocolate by itself would be a little bit too sickly for me, but the white chocolate actually lowers the strawberryness of it, giving it a good overall balanced flavour. So, what happens if we add some chocolate to it? Okay. The milk chocolate doesn't really have a very strong flavour. I think it's a very oily chocolate. Obviously, you can use any chocolate you want to make these. You don't have to use the ones that come in the kit. But yeah, this is a sort of cheap, oily, chocolatey taste. Doesn't have a very strong chocolate taste to it, but it has a good texture. I find sometimes with these pens the texture can be a bit too soft, even after the chocolate has solidified. So I'm quite happy with that. I think, seeing as you get so many extra biscuits, and I have been eating a couple of these as well, they are very, very nice if you want to dip them in something. You could buy your own chocolate, maybe some higher quality stuff, and make these again with those biscuits there and have your own little lollipop type things. Or alternatively, you could buy some resin and you could create your own resin designs that you could keep forever and display as you like. I think it just depends on how much of a Ki no ko no Yama fan you are. I do like these, and these are not quite as good as the ready-made ones you can buy, but you know what? I'm happy with this. This was not too expensive, very easy to make, probably one of the best tasting of the at-home snack kits. So if you are looking to make, I don't know, an afternoon of fun with the kids, I recommend this. Very nice, very happy that I gave it a go today. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna enjoy finishing off these just now, but yeah, do have a lovely week, and I will see you all next time.